Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. Welcome to Cheers Podcast. Right here with Tech D, Linyora Nakasi, Munafasi. I got my man Jimmy Cass in the house.
Yeah, man, how's it, Tech D?
Yeah, man. MAZDA Mokopane.
Yeah.
What's going on today? What are you doing here?
Today we're here by Gap's Place.
Yeah.
We came to actually showcase our cars that we're having.
For sure.
We're all working at Mazda. We have your Mazda 6.5s, the 6.3s, your Mazda 2s. So I could say that I'm a brand of Mazda.
Yeah.
But I also sell used cars. If I were to be able to actually assist a client with maybe a used car that they can be able to afford in the price range, then yeah, I can be able to sort that one out. So in other words, I'm a brand of Mazda, but I also sell used cars.
Elaborate. What is a sales executive? What are you doing with Mr. Jimmy?
All right, being a sales executive, it's a very, very, very complex game.
Yeah.
I actually convince a person to actually buy a certain product from me. That's what I do. I could say figuratively, so I sell ice to an Eskimo. Yeah. So basically, that's what sales executives do.
Tell me about your story. In case you don't know, Jimmy is a sales executive here at MAZDA Mokopane. Yeah, he's very, very dope. He sells cars. He moves cars. You know. Executive, right? Yeah, man. So, Jimmy, tell me your story, man. How did you start this career? Yeah, sales actually. Where did you begin?
Yes, my journey, it's been years, man.
Let's actually start. Where do you come from?
Originated, I'm from Mokopane, Makulering Zone 1, Chimibalwe Street, house number 1048.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my hometown.
Okay, where you been? Schools, why is it?
My primary, I was in PEPS,
Yeah.
PEPS Mokopane.
Yeah.
Then I finished my primary, then I went to Hebrew Model School.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very, nice days.
For sure.
Then after that, I did my tertiary, my first year, go Boston College. Then after that, I did my marketing.
For sure.
Fortunately, I finished it.
Yeah.
Because, when you start the year and everything, you actually free.
Yeah, man.
Then after that, I went to ATTI, did my IT, just wanted to actually change scenarios in terms of careers.
Sure.
But fortunately, again, I also actually achieved that. And yeah, I also did financial accounting, but I did it for a year.
Yeah.
Then yeah, it worked out fine. Then I started job hunting. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started job hunting. Nothing was working out. Getting a better piece jobs here and there.
For sure.
I worked at KFC, man. It was
Yeah.
drive through here in Mokopane. It was that was one of the biggest challenges in my life because you're starting to earn a certain amount of money, then you have to actually see how the real world is outside. So that's where I could say that I started in terms of working.
Yeah.
Then I started being interested in actually selling.
For sure.
I'm a very bubbly person.
For sure.
And sometimes it works in my favor because of I interact more with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm a very bubbly person.
Yeah.
That is why they feel comfortable around me, a lot of people.
So you've been to Mazda only, or you worked somewhere before?
No. My sales career, I started it at Auto Pedigree.
Okay.
In Nepalale, it was 2020. That's when I started being in the game.
Yeah.
I was introduced to a friend of mine way back, his name is Tsapoku Shomani.
Oh, yeah, shout
He
out.
was the manager for Auto Pedigree.
Yeah.
He just said, my boy, I know that you're an entertainer, you know people know you. How about you try this? Irrespective of my qualifications.
Sure.
Then I said, that's fine. Why not? Let's give it a try. I mean, I love a new challenge.
Yeah.
Then I started being in the sales industry 2020. It was very tough for me. Like the first 6 months, it was really hard because you have to clean clientele. You have to interact with a lot of people. You have to gain people's trust. And it was very tough, but I made it. Yeah. It was not an easy road, but I made it.
You must be born for this. I mean, 2020 was COVID. Am I right?
Yeah, that was That was when it was really, really tough.
And when you got a
outside.
job at the time.
Fortunately, I got a
Losing
job.
jobs, when you getting a job.
Yeah, man, people were losing jobs. Fortunately, I got the opportunity
For sure.
to showcase what I got.
Yeah, man.
Even though it was a hidden talent, I didn't know that I was actually a good seller
Uh,
in terms of convincing people to buy a product that I'm having.
yeah.
But it was a good journey.
Yeah, man.
Challenging, a lot of sacrifices, a lot of tears, mostly joy because I was selling cars anyway.
For sure.
But yeah, it was a good journey.
Would you say already being in sales is safer or it risk? Unlike over doctor or over you know?
I'm
Why
gonna.
is sales for you? Why did you go for that one?
Sales is not for everyone.
Yeah,
That one, it's something that I'm gonna tell you.
for sure.
It's a complex game. It's a jungle. You know how to speak.
Yeah,
You should know how to walk the walk.
yeah.
You should know how to sell whatever that you're selling.
For sure.
So it's a challenge. It needs skill. So going to school for it, yes, people go to school for it, but if you don't have the charisma or the aura, should I put it that way,
Confidence as well.
the confidence, it's going to be very challenging for you.
Oh yeah,
So, but it's a very nice game.
yeah.
It's challenging, keeps you on your toes. You're always contemplating about when am I going to do the next deal. So yeah, it's quite good.
Say somebody walks around come dealership early.
Yes.
What's your best approach to a person?
It depends.
Let's say
Male or female?
female.
Female.
Yeah.
If it's in the morning, good morning, ma'am. How are you doing? My name is Jimmy. I'd like to introduce you to the cars that we're having. Mind if I show you around our showcase room so that maybe I can be able to actually give you a car that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Then we start gelling, we start building rapport. After building rapport, then we're going to start talking about what she wants. And yeah, that's how I help out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man,
So
yeah,
what do we need if I'm buying a car today?
Okay?
What should I bring along with me? What's the procedure?
All right.
What should I know?
The right requirements in order for you to actually get a car,
Yeah.
you have to have your 3 months bank statement, your 3 months pay slip if you're working permanently, then your ID and your drivers.
Oh yeah.
But if you are self-employed, because a lot of people are self-employed, we're going to need 3 months bank statement, your ID and your drivers. As long as if you are self-employed, your profile is good, your bank statements show that you have a certain amount of money, then yeah, we're good to go.
Let's say I'm self-employed, ne? Every month it's essential 25,000.
Yes,
But
yes.
it shows more already there's something going on. Does it depend on the essential guy affordability or a chance at
Yeah, in most cases, affordability is the key because of once we do an application with you, we're going to submit it to the various banks that we have. Then the banks are the one who are going to predict that you actually afford this car or are you in the affordability line. So it all goes by the banks. But in order for you to qualify for a car financially, you have to be earning around about 9 to 10,000 in order for you to actually qualify for a car.
9 to 10.
9 to 10 roughly.
So just something before deposit
No,
whatever.
it's already deposit. It all depends on the client. If the client feels that they want to reduce the installment, that is when they can put a certain amount of money to actually reduce the installment. But usually we do it as a deposit.
Okay, let's do it like this. Ne? Let's say ke a tsena no okay. Ke re ke nyaka koloi. And ke wala let's say 50.
All right.
Ne? O tlo nyaka tšhelete o nyaka bo kae o tsebotse?
Okay.
O re ke tsene koloi ya ka mo ratšheng.
Okay. Or ena 15 again.
Yeah,
Then o nyaka koloi.
yeah.
Are you permanently working?
Let's say I'm permanently working here.
All right. If you're permanently working, it depends on what kind of a car do you want.
Okay.
Do not forget that we look at the bracket margin of the car. How
Yeah.
much does it earn?
Yeah.
If maybe the car, for instance, get 300,000
Yeah.
and you're earning 15,000,
Yeah.
you can be able to afford the car because of on a rough installment, we're speaking of 5,600 to 6,000.
Okay.
Then in terms of the affordability, we're going to look at your monthly expenses.
Okay.
Then those monthly expenses are going to be the ones that predict that can you afford this car.
Okay.
If you cannot, a podium, that's what we call it in our sales game, it's going to show that no, you're paying a lot of debts, you cannot afford this car. We can go to something cheaper.
Okay.
Then when you go to something cheaper, that is when you can be able to be in that financial bracket that you can be able to afford the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what you gonna need? How much you gonna need before getting that car?
No, I'm not going to need anything. Hence, I say that it's a zero deposit.
Oh.
Then, if you're actually earning 15,000, for instance, you're working at a government sector,
Yeah.
then you're earning 15. You're looking for a CX5.
Yeah.
A CX5 rough installments, we're talking about 10,000
Okay.
because of it's an SUV and it's a big car.
Okay.
It goes on a bracket of 450,000 upwards, starting from. So on that, that is where we're going to be able to check the financial status that you can be able to afford this car.
So kapita ka qualify, ne? And then ka sign so mara.
Yes.
Ka join koloi. Ya thoma the first month. Just like that.
You know what happens with us? What we do as BB Mazda, or I could say us as sales executives, what we do is that we negotiate with the banks.
Okay.
For instance, you get the car in March.
Yeah.
We negotiate with the banks that, okay, if it's March, April, you cannot be able to pay your first installment due to your other financial things that you want to do.
Yeah.
Then you can be able to only pay on May.
Yeah.
So it gives you a time frame for you to actually be financially relieved before you can actually pay your first installment. That's what we do. That's the special part that we have with Mazda. We negotiate with the banks, we speak with them. We say that, okay, my client says that they cannot be able to pay their first installment next month. What can we do?
Okay.
Then we speak, we negotiate. If we are good to go, then you can be able to be relieved on the first month. That other month, it's going to start debiting.
Wow, Moses, it's easy to get a car.
It's very easy to get a car. It doesn't take you 5 days or so. No.
What?
It's like around about 4 hours.
Yeah.
I remember my record time when I sold my first car. Took me 5 hours max to deliver the car.
What?
We did an application. Fortunately, the client knew what she wanted. She brought everything. Then we did an application around 8. Around 11, I was giving her validations.
Yeah.
We pre-approve you. Then we do validations to actually see whether are your bank statements the right ones, are your pay slips, your ID drivers legit. Once they are legit, then automatically we just give the call the client. If you are already at the dealership, you go to our F&I manager. She's going to be the one who's going to be in control of your installments, your interest rates, your affordability, every single thing from the financial sector. Then once you're done, you're going to sign a contract online, or you can sign it with the dealership while we still prepare your car. Then once you prepare your car, we do insurance. After insurance, then yeah, you drive away with your car.
What about what do you call it? What about what do you call it?
Yeah, that's a challenge.
Records, you know?
Yeah, no, unfortunately, you know how the bank works. They're very strict, especially with money.
So, madam, if you can get a car from MAZDA MOKOPANE.
Unfortunately not. That's the unfortunate part because of, well, you're under debt review or under missed payments of accounts and stuff. Unfortunately, we cannot be able to assist you because of we submit to the banks. Then the banks check out your ITC, your profile, and every single thing from the financial side part of it.
Okay.
Then if you do not qualify, unfortunately, you
So
cannot
there's
be
no
able to
way
get a car.
somebody can get a car with only better reputation, better records.
Unfortunately, you just have to pay your debts.
Even the used cars.
Yeah?
Even the used cars.
Yeah, even on used cars. Hence, I say that unfortunately, you just have to pay your debts.
Speaking of used cars, tell me about your used cars. For how long? Are they really that?
Yeah, our cars, they range on 30,000 kilos below. Usually when we get a car that we know it's a demo, if it's, say, it's steep, it's maybe 50,000 Ks. Maybe the model is 2021, 2020 sometimes, but usually we deal with 2021, 22, 23 and upwards. Yeah, so that we know that our cars, they can be able to afford. And the year model, it's still sufficient because of it still has to have a warranty and a service plan. Then if those ones are there, then we know that we can be able to give you the car. Yeah.
So today, what were you actually selling today?
All right. Today here at Gap's Place, I was actually selling Mazda and used.
Oh yeah?
We were advertising specifically Mazda and used. Because of when I say used, as I just emphasized earlier on that if you cannot be able to afford a Mazda, you can be able to opt for a used car,
yeah.
or a smaller one, or just a normal used car, because of the the installment and the pricing of the car, of the used one, it's not going to be the same as a 2024 brand new one. Yeah, so that's what I was mainly advertising today. I was actually test driving a lot of people.
Yeah.
I see a lot of my clients here actually got a thrill of everything. So yeah. The one that my clients were test driving today is a CX3.
Yeah.
It's an individual. It's
What's
a
special about that car, man?
okay.
CX3.
Ooh, the list is endless. It has your panoramic roof. It has your integrated smash and grab. It has your leather lapper seats inside. It has your sport mode integrated raw power. Your Taptronic here on the steering rack. It has your wireless charger. It has your review sensor mirrors. It has your speedometer control viewer. It also has your aircon priceless. And the comfortability, it's beyond on its own. And the color is unique because that color is ceramic. There's white, there's Arctic white, but that one is ceramic. It's a very unique color.
Yeah.
Then the petrol wise, it's top notch.
Oh, in this economy, you can suggest the car.
Yeah, in this economy, most definitely you can suggest this car because of, hey guys, petrol is expensive. Yo, hey, petrol is really expensive. But on that one, you'll be driving around about 6.3 kilos on 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on petrol wise, you're really, really good to go.
Yes,
Because it's a 2.0 and it limits you automatically so that you cannot be able to actually chow a lot of petrol. Yeah.
So what makes you guys different from all the others? Toyota, Hyundai, Kia. What makes Mazda different? According to you.
I could say us.
Yeah. Okay.
I might sell a brand, but I sell me.
Yeah.
Check out those street vendors for Nando's. They're like 10 of street vendors who sell one onion.
Yeah.
They all sell onions, they are 10. It's the unique part of it, and how do you speak with people? How do you interact? How do you sell that onion? How delicious do you think that onion can be whenever you fry it at your house?
Yeah.
That is what I do, or that's what my people do. That's what we do. We make sure that the client is comfortable. We make sure that we do not disclose any information because of the POPI Act. We make sure that we make the client with us. Like she has to, or he has to be with us to actually make sure that the client is actually satisfied. So with us, I could say we're a family.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just put it that way. We're a family. When it's just only about business, we're a family. You're gonna feel that, ooh, I'm actually buying a nice car because of the environment, the aura.
Oh, yeah.
It gives you that element, or but I can get this car. So that's what makes us very different. Our services, the way that we speak with our clients, the way that we service and handle our clients, it's very unique and it's very fruitful for us.
So, but when as a salesman, why is it that okay, but you are in part, okay? Example. Pana next door to each other. Mara, but this place. Why is it like that? They sell the same thing, but customers did like a market. What could be wrong with this one?
It's like hip hop.
Yeah.
There are rappers, there are hip hop artists.
Yeah.
There are people who actually rap, there are people who do hip hop.
Yeah.
They do music. They have social commentaries. What the difference is, they don't know how to market whatever product that they are selling.
Okay.
They don't know how to handle a client. Maybe you cannot be able to handle a difficult client. You cannot be able to actually solve a problem with a client. Then that other person who actually cannot be able to sell whatever product that they have, it's something that's going wrong with that person or the dealership or the company or whatever that they are selling.
Yeah.
It means that they have to go back to the drawing book in terms of marketing, how they handle their clients, how the product is or handled. So those are the 3-4 elements that you must be able to actually do in terms of selling.
Sure.
You have to make sure that the client is satisfied. Whether he or she had a bad day, just make sure that the client is happy.
Okay.
Then most definitely you will win in sales.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So what would you like to say to somebody who wants to be in your field?
Work hard.
Work hard.
It's straightforward. Work hard.
Elaborate.
In sales, you don't sleep. You don't have a knock of time.
Sure.
Sundays you work. A client can call you around 10 o'clock and say, yo, Jimmy, I'm looking for a car, but can you hook it up tomorrow on Monday morning? Okay, no problem. You're always working. You always have to be on your toes. You always have to make sure that you venture in new things. You have to network. You have to go out a lot, because of sales does not need a person who's an introvert. You need to be an extrovert, because of you're gonna be interacting with people. You're gonna be selling yourself. You're gonna be selling your product.
Sure.
So you have to make sure that you work hard.
So when you do this kind of events, like Just Drive, so
Yeah.
what are you hoping to achieve?
I'm hoping to achieve a lot of clients, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to achieve the brand
Yeah.
that I'm selling, to actually get more exposure and to actually sell whatever that I'm selling, so that people can be able to be in one with what I want to actually
Yeah.
service them with.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point of me having this event. It's for people to actually know, who am I, what are we selling, what do we have, how are the benefits, and how can they be able to be happy in that product that they bought. Yeah.
So when they want to find you, how can they find you?
All right. They can find me at the office. It's number 28, Tabombeki Street.
Yeah.
It's in Mokopane town. And they can be able to get me also on my cell phone numbers.
Okay.
It's 082
Yeah.
556 1550. Then my alternative number that you can be able to find me is 081 868 9196. That's where they can be able to get me. Then, yeah, can be able to assist.
You can hear what's going on, right? Uri, ili munyaka, likomo kiri akumu kopani, Tabombeki Street.
Yeah, number 28, Tabombeki Street.
Phone number?
Huh?
Phone number again? Phone number 0?
Oh, 082
Yeah.
556
Yeah.
1550.
Yeah. That's Mr. Jimmy Cass in the house. You know, Mr. Jimmy Cass,
Yeah.
3 words you'd like to say about yourself. Who is Jimmy? 3 words, man.
3 words.
Yeah.
Confident, humble, chilled.
Alright. Confident, humble, and chilled. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Alright. My man, any last words you want to say?
I'm a simple guy. Just come and buy cars, guys. Like, just come and buy cars. Yeah, but all in all, man, yeah, whoever wants to be in the sales industry, it's a very fun game, and yeah, you can learn a lot. You can interact with a lot of people. You can network. It has a lot of opportunities. It's just that you need to work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
yeah.
I would say being a salesperson is the best thing in the world, because you're selling every day, you know?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
selling every day.
yeah. Most
Yeah.
definitely, it's a great feeling, because of it keeps you on your toes.
Even if you're not selling cars, you can still sell something.
You can still sell something, not specifically cars. It's just that I'm in that field. But selling as a whole,
Yeah.
it's a lot of opportunities you can be able to get
For
out
sure,
there.
for
Yeah,
sure.
most
You can
definitely.
sell yourself.
You can sell yourself. Not in that way, hey? So yeah.
Actually, ke motho sho ke ona dikoloto personally.
Yeah.
Mara ona le company. O khona gore o separate the two. O reke as company. O ska reka as wena.
You can do it with the business, but unfortunately, we're going to need the director's details.
Oh.
Because of when you do an application with a business, it's going to state this is the company, what holdings.
Yeah.
The director. It's going to be stated on the documents.
Yeah.
We're going to need that information of the director. Because of the director, if he or she is not clean, then automatically they cannot be able to get the car with the company.
Oh.
Yeah, so the client needs to be clean.
Okay. How
Yeah.
can you worry? Company.
Now, if it's a company, it's a company, but the problem is they look directly at the director.
Okay.
The director, if he or she is there, because of you are the owner of the business, not the company on its own. It's not its own.
Okay,
Someone is running it.
Yeah.
So that's what they check mainly. Then if you're not financially okay, then yeah,
Okay.
you cannot be able to get a car, unfortunately.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got some mind-blowing information today, you know. I hope when out there who's listening will really something beneficial from this talk that we had, you know. But I learned a lot, Mr. Kess.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Thank you for coming through.
Yeah, thank you,
know what I
man.
mean?
Thank you, Tag D. Thank you, Tag D.
It's the place to be. That's where we are right now. We are right here.